Yeah, we were introduced to American Honda in 1974. Recall that Honda came to the U.S. market with two wheels, not with four, or as Mad Men said, with doors. But I'd like to say wheels. So our introduction came as a result of presumably a dissatisfaction with Chiaté. The four-door version of the two-door extension was an N600. They called it an N600.
Okay.
And when that account came to us, I was responsible for organizing the presentation team, organizing the content, and also part of it was gaining an understanding of the Japanese culture.
And what was that like?
It was a process upon which I didn't know where to begin. Mad Men, they absorbed the culture by passing out books and asked everybody to read.
Right.
I went about it a little differently. I happened to have as a next door neighbor the last name, Dolan, his first name was Forrest, in the agency that lost the account in Mad Men. I sat down over coffee on a few occasions with Forrest and asked him about his client.
Right.
Because his client was indeed a Honda Motor Company / American Honda in its infancy.
Right.
And I picked up my wisdom, such as it was, from him. Perhaps not many people are familiar with the interruption that went on during our preparation. We were a satellite office to the mother lode office of Needham. The mother lode was in New York.
Right.
And as we began the preparation for our presentation, the president of the LA office of Needham, very nice gentleman by the name of Brad Roberts, who's now deceased, he advised me that we had to withdraw from soliciting American Honda in the automobile business. We had to withdraw because his boss, Paul Harper of Needham Harper.
Right, the H.
The H in Harper, and H in Needham Harper, advised that the New York office was in the preparation to solicit to pitch Delco batteries. Delco was owned by General Motors.
Okay.
That would be a conflict. We told American Honda that we couldn't solicit their business. Not because, as Mad Men points out, a violation of the rules of war or the rules of etiquette. Nothing to do with that.
Right.
Here we were, the satellite office, and we had no control of our own destiny.
Right.
We lost about 2 to 3 weeks in the preparation process, and we stopped. We completely stopped. In the interim, Needham, New York did not win Delco. He went back to American Honda and asked for re-entry.
Wow.
Now, what a client this is.
Right.
Most clients, in fact, I'd say all clients, would never give you this opportunity. They gave us the opportunity to return, to recover. And we had to work feverishly to make up this lost time. When we were asked to be considered as a candidate agency by way of preparation to be considered, we prepared this book and we were introducing ourselves to them,
Right.
to American Honda. And this is how we expressed it. I opened just to this page because I happened to be on it, but there I am in my youth. This was Bill Millar, who was an account guy. He looks like he's wearing a blanket from a thoroughbred race horse here, but this was our Mad Men.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this happens to be a page of men, but we're not just oriented to one gender. I can maybe turn a couple of pages, and
Oh, yeah,
there's
there's-
some ladies for you.
Yeah.
They don't look like they're about to fall over, as the Japanese gentleman said. And this was our family. But yes, we did win the business, and in our very first year, which was 1974, as we started out this interview. American Honda, we collaborated to sell 43,119 vehicles, one model, Civic. Honda sells that many probably every 17 or 18 days now. Well, you know, I came into this industry in the Mad Men era. I came in 1962, about the setting of that show.
Right.
At least the last episode with the motorcycle account. I started at the Leo Burnett Advertising Agency, and if there was ever an agency that more or less symbolized the composition of Mad Men, it was Leo Burnett. They had the Philip Morris account. They had Kellogg's. They had Allstate. Frankly, I don't identify with Mad Men at all, yet I walked the halls of the Leo Burnett Company during that era.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no scotch poured in offices. The Wrigley Bar across the street, occupied at lunchtime by media reps.
Right.
And if there was a 3-martini lunch crowd, it was there. But were we exposed to it? Were my associates exposed to it? No. Mad Men to me is a nighttime soap opera. What is representative to life? The casting, the wardrobes, the scenes, the action,
Right.
the characters, content. I'm a little bit dubious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't identify with that. However, it makes good theater.
Right.